Hello, Disha. Okay, so I'm sorry to hear about your frustration with the Ielts exam. 3 times can be incredibly painful and annoying, I imagine. I do want to mention, though, I want to stress that around 6.5 and 7.5, it's incredibly vast, the difference. Okay, what I'm saying is that it's much easier to go from 6 to 6.5 than it is from 6.5 to 7. The band 7 range, although on paper in numbers it looks quite even, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. In my experience, the space between a 6.5 and a 7 is much, much greater than any of the other half-band scores. Okay, that's just my own experience. So let's go. Globalization, improved global networking, and brought upon novel possibilities for developing various aspects of a nation. Okay, this can be seen through enhanced cooperation in higher educational institutions and therefore increased job opportunities. Be careful, that's kind of like a big assumption there. Why would there be more job opportunities? Because educational institutions are working together more so. It doesn't make much of a connection. If governments were spending money in infrastructure, for example, you could say that there could be more job opportunities. That makes sense, okay? Especially if you say they're spending more, if the infrastructure is national and it is part of the country, the money's not going abroad. It's got to be spent there anyway. That would be like a logical connection. This one is not so logical. However, issues such as loss of culture and westernization may arise alongside as well. Okay, so alongside is redundant. Okay, we can say the same without having to use that word. Issues such as a loss of culture probably sounds better. Westernization may arise as well. Alongside was doing nothing in that sentence. Okay, I believe that the advantages of international marketing outweigh the negative side effects. Okay, here again we could have just said negatives. I mean it's fine, just a suggestion, which may be managed well to prevent worse impact. Okay, to prevent further damage, I think would be a better way of phrasing that. Which could be managed to prevent further damage. Okay, again, I'm trying to take words out of the essay to make it more succinct. Okay, it is argued that the expansion of certain brands and their advertisements, I don't know why it's marked as wrong, because that's totally right, across the globe may result in worsening effects on the country targeted. So what you've done here well, okay, is that you've understood the topic, international marketing. I get essays about international trade every single day, so well done there. And you've also distinguished between the sending country and the receiving country, which is fantastic. Now, one thing I can see which is wrong, or which generally we don't do this, okay? You've gone straight into an example. What I prefer to see, and what we teach in the online course, is starting from a general point, okay, in the second sentence, developing that, and then finishing with an example, okay? And we can do that once or twice throughout the body paragraph. This way, it's a more natural development of your argument. Okay? For instance, in 2010, when McDonald's opened franchises in Japan, the adolescents began consuming it for all meals to mimic the teenagers' lifestyle in the Western world. Okay, here it would be actually like that, wouldn't it? The teenagers, plural, lifestyles in the Western world, and as a result began to gain weight. Good. According to studies by the World Health Organization, prevalence of obesity in the young population of Japan increased by 80%, has increased by 80% since 2010. Super. Therefore, it was an appalling effect of marketing, and the country's youth was negatively affected. Sweet. Good. 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 Finish. I like it when it's finished with therefore or or thus. So excellent way. We just need to get that structure a little bit more refined. And we've got templates for that, which just make it really easy, especially for a student like you who's got strong language skills, just probably more struggling with the exam side, which is quite an easy fix. We just need, in our course, we show you the templates, you get to use them, you incorporate them, and it's like an instant lift, an instant improvement to your essay writing. Concomitantly, there are a lot of advantages. See, a lot of is okay, all right, but it's probably one of the first phrases that you learned when you learned the English language. What could we say instead? Numerous, considerable, significant. Just upgrading it a little bit to help us get to that band 7.5. The international marketing areas, there are a lot of advantages to international marketing areas like education, tourism, and economical ventures. Beautiful little phrase there, and a nice little list there as well. And it's good stylistic element. You put the double worded point at the end and not in the middle. So keep doing stuff like that. Educational exchanges in universities are possible because of international marketing and cooperation, resulting in easy accessibility to information about such programs. Okay, for example, Erasmus, a European student exchange program, has been an increasingly popular project due to its broad advertisement across European countries. In Poland, it has been proven to be the opportunity that allows graduates to apply for jobs in other European countries such as Germany and France. There's a bit of a jump there, okay? Because Erasmus, you'd have to say, in Poland, it has proven to be the opportunity that allows Polish graduates, okay, to apply for jobs in other European. Okay, yeah, that's actually right. It's fine actually. Sorry, such as Germany and France. Good. Maybe you might want to say after studying. No, it's fine actually. This has resulted in an increased cooperation between nations and its various industries, exchanging ideas and further developing their culture. Okay, good. I wouldn't say there is a big broad advertisement across European countries of the Erasmus scheme. Okay. But at the end of the day, this is a language exam, so you're getting tested on the quality of your language more than the quality of your ideas. I wouldn't worry about it that much. Ideally, though, I would have liked to. It's only sort of like this example was spot on. Okay, this was spot on. This is a bit of a leap. And I think we could have thought of a better one. Maybe, I don't know, talking about different clothing styles because of the bombardment of H&M, Primark or whatever. Here, or you could have even said about the spread of ideas because of, let's just see, discuss both views. Okay. In addition to spreading ideas. So this was your first one. Good. Economical form of education. Okay, so here I think what the examiner is looking for is sort of like advertisements in a foreign language so that the receiving country could probably get educated on the cheap. Okay, and spreading ideas, language and culture. Here is the Erasmus program that is spreading the ideas. Okay, it's not really the advertising. So that's why I'm saying it's not the strongest argument in my opinion. So if I was to say something like spreading ideas, I could talk about, I don't know, let's see, Dyson vacuum cleaners, spreading ideas that it's okay for males to do the house cleaning in certain countries, because of their advertising campaign. It's now accepted in Italy that males can clean apartments. Okay, that would be sort of like a more on topic, a stronger task response paragraph. Okay, I believe international marketing is necessary for the developing world, not only due to its inevitable widespread use globally. Okay, so why did we go? Yeah, so again, task response issue. Why are we talking about the developing world? Okay, there's nothing about that in the question, so just be careful. I believe international marketing is necessary for the developing world, not only due to its inevitable widespread use globally, but also the educational and economic benefits it brings forth. Okay, so the benefits we were talking about in the developed world, Europe. Okay, so this is a coherence issue now. Okay, despite its intruding outcomes, well, we could just say intrusion, or despite its outcomes on a country's culture, cooperation resulting in increased job options and career growth opportunities are of great value for the betterment of the nation. So again, a bit of redundancy here. We've got betterment and great value. So are of great value for the nation. Okay, but yeah, it's a little bit murky, we could say. One, we've got not a perfect argument here. Yeah, much better if we'd have talked about advertising and promotions and stuff like that, because really we've only mentioned it in one sentence, and then we talked about the benefits of that, whereas it wasn't the benefit of the adverts, it was the benefits of the program. Okay, now you could say without the adverts they wouldn't have known about the program, but you could have also said without the workers the program wouldn't exist. Without the paper, you couldn't print the promotions. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't think it's the strongest of arguments. All right. Whereas if we'd have done the Dyson one, for example, that I mentioned, it would have been stronger. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why you're stuck at around a 6.57. Let's go. I'm guessing this one's going to be super because of your language ability, and this one, these task ones are much less ambiguous. The graph below illustrates the anticipated visits to 4 cities in 2018 by Mexicans, Canadians, Americans, and Americans, measured in thousands per year. Overall, people from the United States of America are expected to travel the most. Good. Okay, so well done for noticing this. It's the tense. Okay. It's the future tense that's needed. Approximately over 60,000 Mexicans in 2018 are expected. So dates, I usually suggest students to put them at the beginning or at the end. Okay, it just makes it easier. In 2018, approximately over 60,000 Mexicans are expected to visit Madrid the most. Okay. Okay, so there'd be a much better way to say this. The most popular city for Mexicans, although the expected most popular city for Mexicans is Madrid with over 60,000, which is around 3 times more than any other expected visits for the other cities. Something like that, you know? Okay, whereas the rest of the cities will only have around 20,000 visitors. Good. You did notice that. I would have liked to have seen 3 times less, or, is around about a third of its... Sorry. The other cities are expected to receive roughly a third of that amount, with around 20,000 each expected visitors. Okay. On the other hand, Madrid is expected to be the least visited city by Canadians with 30,000 visitors, or the most commonly visited location by 70,000 Canadians. Okay, so the most commonly visited location by 70,000 will be Istanbul. That's actually alright. So good. Well done for using your comparative conjunctions. That's fantastic. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more grouping, because this is a key criteria. Okay. And well done for pulling out the maximums and the minimums as well. Paris will have 1,000 American visitors in 2018, the most amount of expected city visits as opposed to Istanbul, which will have 60,000 tourists from the USA. Madrid and London are expected to have 70,000 and 80,000 American tourists respectively. Okay, so again, structure, language, exam skills. We could do with an overall sentence here. You know, you can either put it, okay, we did there. I'd probably travel the most. Good. We could say Canadians the least as well. I think if you do a quick total, there's the least amount of expected travelers. Okay, so yeah, usually I'd put that sentence on its own or near the end, you know, but just, yeah, and make it a little bit longer and just give a better, a more thorough summary. Okay, so great work there. If you want to continue, I suggest you have a look at the links that we've sent you. A student like you would definitely excel on our course, and we will be improving our turnaround times. We're just a bit swamped and your email did get lost, so I do apologize for that, but we will be working faster going forward. Okay, have a super day, and let me know if you've got any questions. Dishka, all the best and good luck with your next exam.